There's one species of fish that you have to target while you are here. 30, 40, even 50 pounders come out of this body of water.
Got him. Most powerful freshwater fish I've ever hooked. Oh, look at that one.
What is up, Everest? Welcome back out to the mystical journey out here in the beautiful mountains of Utah and Wyoming. We're at Flaming Gorge Reservoir, and I've been out here chasing the elusive smallmouth bass because there are giant ones in here. But I keep hearing, ever since I learned about this place, there's one species of fish that you have to target while you are here, and that is the lake trout. I know nothing about the lake trout other than I've caught a few of them through the ice. I caught a really nice one through the ice, actually. But this ain't ice fishing. We're out here, and look at this. You're about to see how beautiful this truly is in the canyon. This lake is known for its lake trout fishing. There's lake trout boats all over the place, and they get absolutely insanely giant. 30, 40, even 50 pounders come out of this body of water. We're gonna be fishing 80 to 120 feet of water tonight. And I promise you guys, I don't know that just because I was like, oh, I know where they go in July in Flaming Gorge Reservoir. No, I don't know that. My buddy Jordan Cosby, actually, that I've been talking to for years about coming here and just about bass fishing in general. He's an MFer from a long time ago. He told me a little bit of what to look for, some of the areas that hold them from time to time, some baits to try. We got some wild freaking baits from the tackle store, some 6, 7, 8, 9-inch tubes. I'm gonna try some bass stuff, of course. I'm gonna get a hangover rigged up to pull around down there, maybe tie in a big flush. I don't really know, but let's take off here, and you guys gotta see how beautiful this canyon is. And once we get there, we're gonna drop them down. We're not gonna drop the downriggers like everyone else is using that we probably need, to be honest, to catch one of these. But I'll let you know a little bit what's going on and what we're looking for and show you these giant fish on the live scope screen. If you guys want to see more videos where I target species besides bass, hit the subscribe button and drop a comment what you want me to target right down there below. Let's go get them.
Okay, let's get her cracking. A little bit windy so far, and we're actually out here with the last few hours of daylight left. It's 5:15, as you guys can see. That ain't a typo, folks. 130, 129 feet of water. So basically, what Jordan explained to me is we got a river channel, obviously, that runs all the way through this canyon. And coming out from some of these banks are big, flat points. And these lake trout like to sit on the bottom or within 5 feet of the bottom in 60 to 100 feet of water. And they'll sit adjacent to this big creek channel. And this time of year, they're staging to go up and spawn here as we get into the fall time. And what they do is they eat stuff that looks like this guy right here. And that's a trout, probably a rainbow trout. Wow, there's already a big laker right out there. That's a good sign. And I mean, he doesn't look very big because it's on 120 feet, but each box is 10 feet. He makes up damn near half of that box when we get them lined up right. So we're gonna use baits that kind of mimic those big trout, or at least, you know, the 6 to 10 inch trout that these guys are feeding on. This is like the standby. I got a couple of these from the gas station, and we got a 2-ounce hook and weight inside of here. So very, very heavy. We're gonna fish nice and slow and just kind of let it drift. We're gonna cast some of these fish that we see on scope, but honestly, the couple deep lake trout spots I've hit, they just come up and look at it and go right back down. But this is what I want to catch them on personally. The flush, I think that's a more natural profile. I don't know what they're gonna do to it. That's an 1 ounce and 5/8 head. Obviously 6 cents don't make one that big, but the hook on this thing looks a little bit suspect to me. I wish I had one of my own, honestly. Let's sink this Magnum flush down there. This thing has been a dang killer for me for smallmouth and everything else on this trip. Let's see if it's a winner for lake trout too. I got a feeling it will be, man. It's a really good, I mean, wow, look at that. That fish is already seeing that flush. Sitting there doing its thing. And he said, nope, not right now. Not right now, maybe later, bud. Not right now, though. We're gonna hit as many of these spots as possible until it gets dark. And hopefully we'll have a trophy lake trout on our hands at some point. That is what I'm talking about right there. That's what we're looking for. A couple big old mamas right there. Let's get that tube down. All right, one's on my tube. Got him. We're on, guys. We're on. Yes. Yes. We got a big old laker here, boys. Yeah. I have no idea how big this fish is, but I got him on my damn Milliken 7.9 swim bait rod. Okay, so to be fair, I've just been fun fishing doing this the last couple days, trying to see if I could get one of these guys to bite. I'm like, how hard can it be, right? Hard, apparently, you know, not easy. And I finally, oh God, how big is that one? Pretty damn big. Look at this guy. Oh my God, that's my biggest ever. Look at that one. God, he freaking bit so hard. Yeah, buddy. Yes. Look at that big old girl. Look at that big old Gina. Hell yeah. Look at that girl. That's a beautiful thing. Let's see how long she is. That one is longer than my board. Hell yeah. 30, we'll call them 32. Right out of the spot too that has a big old group of them. My biggest lake trout ever, I think. That's awesome. Look at that mean old girl. Just came up and smoked that tube. Okay, it is possible. I was starting to wonder if it was freaking possible. I'll show you what I caught it on here in just a second, but I've been trying to catch one of these for freaking 2 days. I've been super serious about it. Tonight I decided I was gonna be serious, and we got one, and hey, we still got a lot of daylight left. Let's get another one. Hell yeah. Wow, okay, we can do it. Now we can go for an absolute freak show. Honestly, I have no idea how much that one weighed. Didn't have a huge gut or anything like some of these I see on the tackle shop walls, but that's a big one, 32 some inches. And yeah, I don't know, that was badass, especially catching on a big 7.9 Milliken swim bait rod. So if you're a purist who just fishes for lake trout, you probably laugh at me right now after all the cool tubes and the big trolling stuff and the downrigger stuff that I saw at the tackle store and all the stuff I see guys throwing out here, trolling by me. They know what they're doing, I do not. I just have basically what my buddy Jordan told me, which is, you know, have a big tube down there, just kind of hold it dead still. If they're being dickheads, sometimes stir the bottom up with it a little bit. But I keep having them come up to my tube and looking at it. And so I was like, you know what, let's try something a little bit different. Let's give some freedom of movement. So I actually have a 1.5 ounce punching weight Carolina rig, and then this big hook. I had one of these gas station tubes on, which isn't like a full-size one, but it kind of mimics a rainbow trout, and I just had a text rigged on this big hook down there. But I think I could catch one for sure, dead sticking, and kind of, I mean I was kind of moving it, kind of letting the waves rock that bait up and down when that fish popped it and took it in. Am I supposed to freaking let the fish take it like I did? I have no idea. Probably not. But I'm gonna try with this Magnum Flush this time. I got it rigged up on my other jig head, which they just seem to come up and look at it and not eat it. I don't know if that's a time of day thing or if it's just not the right bait to be throwing for them, but let's try the old Carolina guy with the Mag Flush, see if that does anything for us. Okay, night number 2 of lake trout chasing. Yesterday, obviously, awesome start, catching that one, 32, 33 inches. Very, very nice lake trout. And honestly, like, I didn't realize how difficult lake trout are. Just like incredibly intelligent, very good smell, very good eyesight, just super in tune with their environment. They're seeing your baits from 40, 50, 60 feet away a lot of times, and they swim right up to it and say, nah, not for me. So we reloaded with a couple new baits, and we're gonna hit a couple new spots. This is the second night. I'm gonna record some of my live scopes so you can see kind of how many fish are swimming around, how they're reacting to these big baits.
And once again, we're going to try to catch a super magnum. It kind of sucks because I keep hearing other times of the year you can catch them on a big glide, kind of shallow, but they're just, you know, from what I've seen, they're flat out not there. They're out deeper. So let's head on out to some new spots tonight, and hopefully we get another one to go. That was super fun last night.
Drop the old flutter spoon down. You guys can see it there at 40 feet and boomeranging away from me. Right above a big old group of lake trout. Here they come to look at it too. Just kidding, it scared the crap out of them. Do I have one? That's a giant laker. Okay. Yep, we got a giant one. We got a giant one on the spoon. Oh my God, I can't move him. Come here, big girl. Oh my God, this is gonna be a fight. She's still 60, 70 feet down there. I had that spoon down there and they were chasing it up and down, and I finally just left it on the bottom and shook it around. Feels like I'm fighting a damn ocean fish. Come on, buddy. I don't think I fouled him either because I felt a frickin'. Well, I don't see how I'm gonna get this fish in. Got 20-pound fluoro on the spoon rod, and I'm just not even hardly gaining on her. There we go, she's coming up a little bit now. So strong. And she is all the way on the bottom. This is the strongest freshwater fish I've ever hooked, without question. Just can't even move it. These guys are hooked up over here. God damn, this fish is so strong. Come on. She might be giving up a little bit. Feel that spoon wobbling around on there. I don't like that. Oh, she come off. Unreal. Hook still looks good. That was not small. Would have liked to have seen her at least. That was the biggest, most powerful freshwater fish I've ever hooked. Oh, I got one. Yes. 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 We're hooked up. We are hooked up, boys. This one does not feel like it's nearly as giant, I don't think, but God, the other one kind of gave me some for a second too, so who knows. I figured I was gonna get one out of that group. They were following it forever. Yes. Yes. Oh, freaking pulling, man. I didn't mention this, but once again, I do not have a net in this boat. Whew. That is too fun. Okay, I take it back. This one also feels large. So I really had to mix up my retrieve on that one, but there was a group of like 15 of them all of them hot on it. And I had to mix up my retrieve from burning it like 5 to 10 cranks and let it flutter back in their face. And then they'd kind of get sick of that for a little bit. And I let it go on the bottom. I do some aggressive pops on the bottom, like 1 to 2 feet off the bottom, stirring up that mud. And then I just started jiggling it on the bottom. And when I went to pick up that time to do another jiggle, she jiggled back, if you know what I'm saying. She's down there 30 feet out, but she's still 50 feet down, 45 feet down, not completely. Kind of like that other one, man. She fought. Oh no, let's get you in. She fought super hard at first yesterday. Caught the other one last night. She fought super hard at first, and then once I got her closer, she kind of threw the towel in quicker. But I'm excited to finally see one of these damn trout again, especially on this Magnum spoon, man. Especially if you're not gonna be able to troll around a lot for them, the Magnum spoon is a really good way to jig down there and get them. I see color. It ain't small. It's not snagged either. Woo. Big old girl. Yep, she didn't like seeing my ugly mug, that's for sure. I don't know how I'm gonna land this fish. I haven't got there yet. Seems larger than the last one though. Guess we have to try to land her like we do bass, right? We got her all the way up. Let's be kind, big girl. It's not anything crazy. Oh. Wow, look at that one. Look at that one. Oh, that's what's up right there. That was a lot of work to get this big old giant Gina. Look at that one. Hell yes. Magnum spoon down the grill. Hell yeah. Look at this one, guys. Don't thrash, baby. No, we're not gonna do that. Look at that one. Freaking get that Magnum spoon out her mouth. I don't know how much that one weighs, but that is freaking awesome. We gotta get this big girl back in there. That was a lot of freaking work to get her. We don't want her to die. She's about ready to go back. We'll look at her. There she goes. Yes. I usually don't get that excited about stuff besides bass, but man, that was a lot of work to make her bite. Like I said, completely unequipped to be doing this out here. I don't have any pole holders. I don't have any type of trolling motor besides the one up front. Just, I'm an amateur, guys, and I'm sure I'll be hearing about it in the comments. And to top it off, look at this. Look at this. That was insane.